Hello. So, yes, we are going to discuss. Let me get to the question. In order to make the decision sooner about which model to focus on, we are now aiming for a deadline 50% sooner. So, so here we need to reach. So, as we need to reach a decision sooner than expected, we will reduce the scope of our project. Let's see what all we can, where all we can cut. Our original project included our original project had many comprehensive steps including like the pilot testing, extensive data collection and stakeholder feedback. They are definitely critical and very important, but I have identified that some areas where we can streamline our efforts without compromising the quality of our findings. And they can be like if I want to point it in pointers, they can be like reducing the number of iterations or number of PHCs for pilot it- iterations. No, reducing the number of PHCs for pilot testing. Originally, we were planning with around four, so we can reduce it to two to expedite the process. To make the process fast, we will now focus on just two. Yeah. This will allow us to gather the sufficient data while minimizing the time and resources needed for coordination. Secondly, we can simplify the data collection process. We must have had a detailed operational efficiency, accuracy metrics, and other metrics. Instead, we can now concentrate on the uh, major, like let's say, two primary metrics. One can be like time taken for the data entry and the discrepancy rate. It will reduce our process time, and it will keep the data collection process streamlined, and it will have the sufficient data to get to a decision to do the analysis. Third, we can eliminate the extensive redundant monitoring activities. Like previously we must have had regular check-ins and extensive reporting from data entry officers. Now we can implement it bi-weekly in the sense every 15 days, every 2 weeks, once in a 2 week, focusing on the key insights and challenges rather than exhaustive reporting. This will allow us to stay informed without getting much into the details, without bogging down the team with excessive administrative micro tasks. Fourth, we can this was third. Fourth, we can focus on we can minimize time and we can reduce our time by having focused stakeholder feedback sessions. We initially had aimed for broader feedback from a variety of people, from a varied array of stakeholders, from PHC staffs. I was even I even had the feedback from parents in my head, but I'm not sure it was mentioned in that or not. So these like less productive or less informative or less uh, information with less importance can be like ignored. But definitely we will conduct targeted feedback sessions with only a selected group of stakeholders after the initial pilot run. This will help us save time while still providing us the valuable insights. we can we can minimize our time in regulatory and legal thing. We can accelerate our legal and regulatory reviews. We we can prioritize meetings with legal experts to ensure the compliance are met, while potentially streamlining our documentation process, our onboarding process, not onboarding, our collaboration, our documentation required for the collaboration can be surely taken care by some professional, and it can save us some time. It can buy us some time. So we'll aim to complete this process within the first 2 week of the pilot, and our pilot was planned for like for 10 weeks. So by implementing these adjustments and few more, we can effectively reduce the time by 50% while maintaining the integrity of our findings. We are not eliminating any of the steps. We are just uh, trying to avoid or trying to minimize the touch points, or not going just having a bird eye view from above, but our focus will on a limited scope. Will only This will only allow us to make a timely decision, but also position us to gather critical data, because we are covering all the aspects. We are not eliminating anything. So yeah,